Was that Sanji's brother? Was that Lola's sister? Was Luffy's starvation to the point where he was seriously contemplating if he should eat Chopper or not? What is going on, everybody? Ali here, and welcome to my manga review of One Piece manga chapter 825, the We Times comic strip. So this chapter was, it was pretty short. I believe it was like 15 pages or something like that, but the first half is what the title is, the We Times comic strip. Vito is just talking about this comic strip in the World Economic Times, the newspaper, about to Sanji, about a hero named Soda and his seagull and a robot, basically like Navy heroes, Marine heroes who fought against Germa 66. And when I first heard the name Sora and then like the seagull, in my head I immediately thought of Sengoku. I mean, I don't know what Sengoku would have to do with it or anything, but yeah, for some reason I thought of him like right away. And so you see Vito talking about it. He's all like ecstatic, everything. Like he doesn't care about the hero, Soda. He more along the lines likes Germa 66, because they were known as the Demonic Army, which sounds pretty cool. And when it says Demonic Army, I think of Sanji's like devil leg, like his Diablo Jumbo. Maybe that's like a signature thing of the Vinsmoke family, that they use like those kinds of moves, like what Sanji uses. Sanji's not really caring about what the story is about that Vito's talking to him about, and he's walking through Big Mom's ship and stuff, and you realize like everything is like alive on her ship. Like the ship actually is, the door is, and everything else, things that are supposed to be inanimate objects are actually like animated and everything. Maybe that's probably like one of her powers or something, which is it's pretty cool. It kind of like adds to like the witch factor, like she can make things come to life and things like that. Anyways, he's going into his room, and Vito's following him, and then Sanji's just all pissed, like, what the hell are you following him for? Get the hell out of here and stuff. And then all of a sudden it flips to Caesar is in a jail cell, is in a little cell, and he's just yelling like, why is he getting the prince treatment? What the hell am I doing here? I'm a renowned scientist. And Vito's just like, nobody gives two shits about what you think, and that like we're supposed to keep you prisoner, but Sanji, he's the main deal. He's the man of the hour and everything, because he's a Vinsmoke and everything. And he's saying like, man, to see a Vinsmoke in the flesh. And then Sanji's like, why don't you go look for them yourself? You can go look for Germa 66 yourself. And this guy, Fire Tank Pirates killer, Goatee, I think that's his name. He comes up behind Vito, and he's like, hey, what did you say? Get the hell out of here. Who do you think you are? And stuff like that. And Sanji's acting all cool, sitting on the couch, being like, I don't give a shit about what you guys are talking about. Just acting like the badass that he is. Goatee is just getting angrier and angrier, and he's about to shoot him. And then who comes in? One of Big Mom's daughters. Looks exactly like Lola. At first, I thought it was Lola, but then because like after a while I didn't think it was, like after rereading it again and like watching other reviewers' videos, you look at it and you're like, yeah, I think Sanji would have like noticed her, would have because he knows who Lola is, so he kind of would have known like who she is. I think she's married to Goatee or something like that, because she just pulls him by the ear and just like drags him out and shit, which was kind of funny. So yeah, the Lola lookalike comes in. She's like, hey, don't even think about touching Sanji, because if you do, then father will get iced. And I believe she's talking about Big Mom killing Capone. I think that's what she's talking about. Oh yeah, and Sanji said like he's real mad, saying like, I ain't marrying anybody. Boy, you took one look at that girl, you took one look at Pudding, the three-eyed girl, and you just went to stone. I don't know what the hell you're saying. You are going to marry that girl. Then it jumps back to the Thousand Sunny a few days later, and everybody is just dying. They're from starvation and shit. It is like honestly, it's the funniest looking thing. The water is actually boiling, and the way that Oda drew Luffy dried up and like in starvation just dried up and stuff looked It looked really good, but it, like, really funny at the same time. Everybody's just bone dry, especially Brooke. But Brooke is like, maybe this will like turn me into a mummy, and maybe like this is kind of like my own kind of resurrection kind of thing, revival kind of thing. And Nami's just over there like, I don't care. And then Brooke is like, in that case, is this a good time to let me see your panties or some shit? And then Nami's just too tired to say shit. That was funny. And then you just see like Peckham's on the floor. That's just like makes me laugh every time I see him. He's like, he doesn't have any like word bubbles or anything. He's just laying there like, screw this, just let me die. It's just like the funniest thing. And Carrot and Nami are rooting Chopper and Brooke and Pedro and Luffy and everybody, saying like, you guys can catch something. And then Chopper's like, we're trying, but the sea is just so hot, it's to the point where it's boiling. And everybody's like, what? And then the next panel, you see Luffy staring at Chopper saying, desperate times call for desperate measures. And that was probably like one of the funniest parts of the chapter. And Chopper's just like, what do you think I am, a pot roast? It was just great. Then all of a sudden, lo and behold, Luffy, Pedro, Carrot, and them, they all see Luffy has something on his line. So he yanks it out. It's a big ass fish. Luffy's face all sparkling and everything. You see Nami so happy. You actually see Peckham's says roar. Somebody says they're like, oh, doesn't the skin look a little bit weird, like a little bit off, like the color and stuff? And then Chopper's like, oh, let me go check to see what kind of fish it is to eat. And then he's going through Sanji's his own little library or whatever, and he's saying there's so many dirty magazines. That was hilarious. That was probably the funniest part of the whole thing. Chopper finds the book and he's reading it, and he's like, oh, the skin is poisonous. He's yelling out there, skin is poisonous. And he goes out there. Luffy's already eating the skin, saying it's delicious and everything. Everybody's like chopping the fish up already, trying to eat it. And Chopper's like, no! You see Carrot crying, and Brooke is eating, and Peckham's is eating and stuff. And then, you know, Nami knows how to cook. Like, that's something that she's good at too. The navigation, and then cooking is probably like her second thing. Granted, she's not like Sanji level, but you know. The next panel, Luffy's on the floor, passed out, his mouth foaming up and everything, and Chopper's like, he's gonna die. And then Nami's like, come on, Chopper, you gotta eat. You gotta fill up that stomach, eat up and stuff. Like, she doesn't care about Luffy. And I started to think, Luffy is immune to poison, but he said he has a strong immunity to poison. I mean, there could be like a stronger poison than Magellan's, but I highly doubt it. It said that poison of that fish kills you instantly, so if Luffy's still alive since he has such a strong immunity to the poison. You see everybody saying, like, Carrot says, is Luffy really gonna die and stuff? And then Luffy's like, it's alright, the light, it's so beautiful. And then everybody's like, no, don't go towards the light. That was great. And then as they're moving along, cotton candy snow comes down, and everybody's wondering what it is, and then Peckham's is like, we're in Big Mom's territory now, and they should watch out for the warning snails that are underwater, the water slugs. You just see Chopper's face. She's like, what? Cotton candy clouds? Cotton candy snow? He's like freaking out because that's his favorite food. I believe Pedro was up on the crow's nest, and he says he spots something, and then Peckham's is like, wow, that was fast. They're already here. That the Tart ship is here, which is the scouting ship. And then it says, Germa speaking, confirmed sighting of the Straw Hat Crew's ship. And then Peckham's is like, what? No! It's the Germa 66 ship. That was insane. I'm really excited about that. And the next panel, the guy with the curly eyebrow, it's definitely got to be either Sanji's cousin, or I believe it's definitely his brother. I really think it's his brother. I think that's like a thing of the Vinsmoke. They got curly eyebrows and then they got flaming legs, something like that. But yeah, that's how the chapter ends. This was a really good chapter. It wasn't as crazy as the last few chapters of him, but all in all, it was a good chapter. I give it 7 out of 10. So like the video if you did. Comment down below what you thought about the chapter. If you're excited for next chapter, because you know I am, because it's One Piece. And subscribe to my channel for more reviews, vlogs, live reactions, unboxings, things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most importantly, everybody, you gotta stay nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see you all later.